Hey guys, this is Tim from The Real Gill sitting here with Ty and Teresa from 30 Miles Out. Welcome to North Dallas, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
It's cold up here.
Yeah,
So cold.
it's been pretty chilly here lately. Just thought we'd run some few questions by you guys real fast, just for the kayaking community.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, so to get started, what inspired you guys to start kayak fishing?
He inspired me. I don't know what inspired him.
That's funny. My whole life I've always been looking for the ultimate way to fish.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is the easiest way to get on the water and fish the most. So, I mean, I started on the bank as a kid, moved to pirogues and canoes, and started buying aluminum boats, fiberglass boats, bigger boats, bigger boats, bigger boats. Somewhere along the way, about 15 years ago, I bought a used kayak. Using it when I had people, I'd take a boat. When I was alone, I'd jump in the kayak. And I started using the kayaks more and more. They became more practical, easier, kept me on the water more often. When the boat was broken, the kayak was never broken. You know, when nobody would help me pay for gas, the kayak always went. And then I was like, what do I need boats for? And I met Teresa, and then I was already doing it. And she was fishing off the beach, off the banks, canals. And then so she was like, oh wow, I got my own boat. I can run around wherever
Not
I
at
want.
first. At first I was behind him on the kayaks.
Yeah, she used to sit behind me in the whole days.
Yeah.
Yeah, what made you guys decide to upgrade to the Hobies from the regular kayaks?
Convenience of fishing.
Yeah, once
Being
again,
able to fish.
yeah, you're trying to find the ultimate way to fish, you
Yeah.
know. And we started seeing Hobies around, and it just made a lot of sense. I always felt like all my activity was up here. So I was paddling, I was catching, I was setting the paddle down, I was drinking, I was eating, I was on the phone. Everything was right here, and nothing was happening down there. And then the Hobies came along, and I was like, oh wait, I have a motor down here where nothing's happening,
Yeah.
and all this is free now, and my lower body's 10 times stronger than my upper body.
Yeah.
Man, this makes total sense. So we never looked back after that.
Nice.
Yeah, it makes filming easier too.
Yeah.
A lot easier.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Leads into my next question. What inspired you guys to start filming your fishing trips?
Yeah, I go back a long way with that, man. I'd always wanted to have a fishing show. I'm talking 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was before YouTube. It was before the internet was so hot.
There was a world before YouTube.
Yeah. And I used to go out with my cousins in Louisiana and stuff, and we used to film with a big old camcorder, about this big, you know. I'm like, I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I just had the feeling, man, you know. I mean, I'm an entertainer. I was a songwriter. I was always on stage. So I really like talking to the camera. And I just felt like, man, this would be fun. I always fished my whole life. So I thought that would be awesome. And YouTube came along. And right before YouTube came along, I would already started talking to cable companies and stuff about what it would take.
Yeah.
And they wanted tens of thousands of dollars. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't want it this bad.
Yeah.
You know, and YouTube came along. I said, well, I'll grab a cheap camera from Walmart and hit it. And I did, and people responded. And the more I put out, the more they wanted.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
So, what are you guys using right now for your filming setup?
Right now, we're using GoPros with the open back to capture audio
The main camera
for the main camera, and we're using closed back GoPros.
for underwater and secondary.
We've used a lot of contours in recent years.
Destroyed them.
We destroyed all the contours, so now we're back to GoPros.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. We the new iPhone 6 Pluses have an amazing picture, and they have amazing audio, and they have an amazing stabilization system in them. So we tend to bring our iPhone 6 Pluses out a lot
Yeah.
and do secondary stuff.
Haven't sunk one yet.
Oh man.
Yeah, we haven't sunk one yet, but we use those for a lot of stuff. It's incredible what the phones can do now.
Yeah. It's tough not to get it wet out there. That's the hardest
Yeah.
part.
It
We
is.
bring dry boxes, you know,
Yeah.
with gaskets in them.
Yeah.
We keep them in that until we're ready to film, and then we're real careful. We put it back in and lock it up.
What was the inspiration for the theme song when you wrote it?
I was a recording artist. I had a song on my first record that was called 30 Miles Out. And it was about, I used to take my band on my birthday 30 miles offshore in a cattle boat fishing for snapper and stuff. And I came back home from one of those trips, and I wrote that song and a bunch of other ones, released a record, had a single, toured all over the U.S. And I always knew in my mind that if I ever had a fishing, hunting show, whatever, I would either use 30 Miles Out or Water in My Veins, which is another song about being connected to Louisiana and the water and fishing. So I chose 30 Miles Out. That's where it came from.
Nice.
I own the rights to it. It's mine. All the music you hear on the show is mine. So we completes the package. We own everything.
So what brought you guys to Mariner Sales to get your kayaks and stuff?
Today?
How did we meet Eris? I was thinking about that this morning. How do we even run across Eris and Mariner? Because we don't live up here.
I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, we met him at Mesquite. We were doing a trade show in Mesquite.
We were doing a boat outdoor show in Mesquite.
Yep.
On the east side of town.
Eris was set up there.
He was set up.
And we just liked him right away.
And a bunch of the fans
awesome.
came over to our booth and drug us over there. And we started talking to Eris.
Well, him. At a trade show, he's gone. So.
And yeah, that's how we met Eris. And then we just kind of
grew from
he said, you know, we need to start working together. And I liked his vibe. Teresa liked his vibe. He liked us.
Yeah.
And it was just a natural fit.
He's creative. He's easy to, he's so easygoing.
Yeah, and I mean, we're in South Texas, he's in North Texas, but he's working worldwide, and so are we, so it didn't really matter where he was located, so we just quiet on the set.
What's your favorite freshwater place to fish?
You know, I grew up fishing Caddo as a kid. I have a lot of family in North Louisiana as well as South. And Caddo Lake was always just a dreamy place for me.
Yeah.
I grew up drift fishing that with my great uncle, who was a postmaster for 30 years in Old City, Louisiana. And we drift fished that lake around the pumps. And that kind of got me really hooked at a young age for fishing in general. And so that's always been a special spot for me. But we love all of East Texas, Toledo Bend, Sam Rayburn. We like Amistad, on the Mexican border.
Lake Athens, I just fished. I love that.
We
lake.
love all that stuff in East Texas. Closer you get to Louisiana, the more swampy, the more lilies, the more structure, which we like.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did pretty well in that.
I did,
Athens
surprisingly, I did. Yes, I was thinking I was going to fail miserably, but I did.
Second place.
Second place. In the last 5 minutes. In the last 5 minutes.
Well, it's a tough lake to fish. I mean, all that grass everywhere and stuff. I mean, we just recently went a little while ago.
They school out in the middle.
Yeah. It looked like you were having a good time, too.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I'm a film,
Gone.
but I'm going to still catch some fish. So.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for hybrids. That's my favorite species.
Yeah.
Hybrid stripes.
So, what's y'all's favorite saltwater place to fish?
Saltwater place?
Florida.
Yeah, just,
The whole state of Florida.
Florida. I love the Keys.
Yeah.
Love the Keys. But Pensacola is also.
We like the Panhandle
Really good.
for offshore, and we like the rest of the state for everything else. I mean, it's an amazing place.
Yeah, it's definitely a mecca for fishing.
Alive. It's just alive with fish.
Yeah.
So, what's been the most fun catch for y'all in the saltwater so far? I know you just caught that huge drum. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was all my fault, by the way. I did not put a leader on that thing. I know everybody's giving him a hard time about not getting that fish grip in his mouth, but we had played that thing on that braid for so long, and he constantly tells me to put a leader, put a leader, put a leader, put a leader, and I didn't. So that's how we ended up losing that fish. It was my fault. For the record, that was my fault.
What's the most fun catch on salt? I say anything that blows up on top
South
water.
Padre, when we did the jacks. We got messed up in them jacks. That was fun.
Yeah, on top water.
Oh, that was crazy.
Anything that's willing to blow up on top water is my favorite fish. You know, especially in salt. We did an episode called Just Beyond the Breakers,
Oh, God.
which we were running the beaches and we were throwing just cheap bombers with single hooks. Walking the dog, it was glassy fall. North wind was blowing, laid the Gulf down. And the Spanish were like small kings. They were like this. And they were knocking the plugs.
Skipjack, Spanish jacks, everything was mixed in.
Which a long time ago, I had a king knock a plug about 4 feet in the air, and another one came and caught it midair. So that was a cool moment.
Yeah.
We've had several.
Yeah, that
It's hard
top
to
water is real
pinpoint one.
addicting.
It is
Yeah.
so addicting.
What's been the craziest thing you guys seen out wild beyond the breakers?
That would be it was me, Ty, and my son fishing. We were coming in from the
rigs.
And a mako? Was it a
No,
it was a
bull-
bull shark.
bull.
We had seen the guys out there catching bull shark, a couple of bull shark. One of them had hooked up on a really big one. And we're headed in, and this bull shark launched in front of us.
Wow.
Like a dolphin. I mean, he just launched. And he must have gone 8 feet in the air and
Oh,
just...
wow.
and scared the bejesus
It
out
could
of
have been
him.
a big black tip though. Black tip's like
it
a
was a
jump, but it was
big
a
shark.
big shark.
Yeah.
It was probably about 6 or 8.
Scared us. Ty, of course, goes towards stuff that's scary, but we were like, get away from that.
Yeah, that was neat. And we were in Port O'Connor on the flats, and I had a smaller black tip about this big launch in front of me and spin. That was a pretty neat moment.
Yeah, you ever see any real crazy guys out there on kayaks at the rigs and stuff?
Yes. Yep. We saw one that was in a.
Paddleboard.
Oh yeah, one guy paddled up. We're at the rigs, and he paddles up, and he's in just shorts, and he's gonna in a face mask. He's gonna dive
snorkel the rig, yeah.
the rig. It's like we came out here with life jackets on and fully loaded kayak, and you paddle up on a paddleboard right up to the rig, and he's just gonna dive and check out sheep's head and stuff.
Yeah. Spear fishing or something.
Saw a fella out there falling out of his kayak over and over again. It was a little
One of the
scared
episodes,
for
I've got a
him.
guy that's in like a trout, inflatable,
Yeah,
little pond. You know, they fly fish trout with inflatables and they kick with their fins.
yeah.
I saw a guy at the rigs with one of those.
It's crazy. So, what's the most important thing you guys have ever lost overboard?
GoPro.
Yeah, we dropped the GoPro in Brawning
Brand
Lake in
new.
San Antonio.
Taking it out on its maiden voyage.
Oh,
I had a guy with me that lost one of our Hobie seats.
That didn't hurt nearly as much as the GoPro.
Yeah, but yeah,
We just got it. Boop, right overboard.
yeah, dropped it in. Got it on camera. It's on the show. You'll see it.
Yeah.
yeah. What advice do you guys have for people that are just starting a YouTube channel?
Have fun. Have fun. Don't be too serious. Don't be too hard on yourself, and just have fun.
Yeah, focus on what you're good at.
It doesn't matter what kind of YouTube. If you're painting lawn chairs, if you're building cork
Hummingbird
furniture,
feeders.
just have fun. Don't be uptight. Don't worry about it. Just have
Just
fun.
try to teach somebody something or add value in some way. Make them laugh, teach them something,
Yeah.
and be consistent and put something up every week.
It's kind of an off-subject one, but what music gets y'all pumped up on the way to go fishing?
We don't really listen to music. He produces it constantly, so like I say that I have a soundtrack to my life, because he'll be producing and I'm doing something in the house, and there's just this natural beat that I'm going along with that he's making.
I still
So
play
when
shows
we-
too, so
Yeah.
music is a huge thing.
So when we get in the car, we gotta enjoy it.
We go fishing, I want dead silence.
Yeah.
You know, I just want peace. I can't integrate music and fishing because music gets my attention and I start listening to the kick and what it's doing and breaking it down, and I'm trying to fix music, and I don't want to fix music when I'm fishing or write music when I just want to fish. So I just try to keep it calm. I'm not one of those guys that has earbuds in or music playing behind him. I just want to hear the birds. I want to be in tune with what's going on.
Yeah.
I want to hear the water. I want to hear the wind, the birds, and I want to lock in. But I mean, I've always been really connected to nature and to the earth. So, I mean, I bow hunt a lot, I walk in the woods, and I really love to feel the earth and hear the water and hear the birds and pick up on stuff. She's the same way, you know. I mean, so I'll be up in a tree and she'll be above me, scouting deer or whatever, you know. And we just really love to tune in and just chill out.
Yeah.
And
Our life is noisy as it is.
yeah, because when we're at home, it's music, it's
Go.
editing, it's putting all this stuff together.
Well, if guys want to book a kayaking charter with you guys, where do they find all that info?
Online.
30MilesOut.com, you can go check it out there. You can email us directly at tyonthefly@yahoo.com, TYONTHEFLY.
Yep.
At
Or
Yahoo.
hit us up on Facebook even.
Hit us up on 30 Miles Out Facebook, messages.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just start chatting back and forth, and we set up a date that's good for y'all. And then y'all come down, and we take everybody from people who've never thrown a spinning rod, who've never seen salt, to people who do tournaments and everything in between.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Sometimes we're learning from the people that are with
Yeah.
us, which is really neat.
love to teach. So, I mean, there's no level of person that we're not willing to take. You could be 8 years old and never been in a kayak. We'll do anything.
Well, we definitely appreciate you guys doing this quick interview with us. And you guys be sure to check out 30 Miles Out on YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff.
What?
30 miles out. Vámonos, vámonos. Real Gills and 30 Miles Out Kayaks, brought to you by Mariner Sales.